This is a quote from an unnamed executive. I had him with a big decline last year. Matt has had a phenomenal career, a great quarterback, but it wasn't like he was super big, athletic, or had a super strong arm. I see the skills declining a little bit quicker for him as a result. I think they could be looking at another quarterback in a year, and if they don't win, look out for Irsay. So there's a lot to unpack in all of that. Let's put the will they be looking at another quarterback in a year and the looking out for Irsay part, let's put that separately. Let's deal in the exactly what Matt Ryan still is at this moment of it all. Because, Cam, you know it as well as anybody. You play in the division. You've played against him literally your entire career, including last year. How much does Matt Ryan have left?
A lot. I mean, he's still getting the ball out fast. He's still making these types of throws. But his top receiver was who last year?
Last year, I mean,
they didn't have Julio. They didn't have Calvin Ridley.
Right.
You take two of his.
Russell Gage.
I would say Russell.
At the tight end, I guess Kyle Pitts.
Cordarrelle Patterson would probably be, his most explosive player. I mean, I think he's a phenomenal player. But again, you don't have your two top receivers that you're normally used to. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's a switch up there. So give me, now he's got T.Y. Now he's got Jonathan Taylor. I think this is where you're going to see, him go back to being Matt Ryan.
So you project big things for him this year? You have high expectations for the Colts?
I definitely think so. I mean, in their division, they're competing with the Titans.
Yep.
But it automatically goes from being the bottom of the NFC South to being one of the tops of their division.
What do you think, Marcus? The Ryan in Indy, I haven't had a chance to talk to you about this much. It happened while I was on vacation. How good do you think it's going to be?
Look, Matt Ryan, 158 years old, okay? But that's okay in this particular situation that he's in. Look, guys, we had our sample size 2 years ago with Phillip Rivers. This team is really good. It's a team that supports a quarterback with where Matt Ryan is in his career right now, and he's an upgrade over Carson Wentz because Matt Ryan, in moments of tightness, when the game is being played at a very high level, he can deliver. That is the question that Indianapolis couldn't get answered last year. I think he's fine. But I don't want to go to the point where I start talking about Matt Ryan and the MVP conversation or anything like that. But this is one of the most comfortable positions for a veteran quarterback in the NFL to be in. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we talk about the offensive line, and they got to get a left tackle situation figured out. But Jonathan Taylor in the backfield, Pittman is an ascending wide receiver. You expect them to make moves also in this draft and with what they've done. I see this as a great opportunity for Matt Ryan to manage football games and make a few throws throughout this year that we'll talk about on Monday on Get Up about how phenomenal Matt Ryan was, and he'll probably only be thrown for 230 yards and 2 touchdowns, which is enough with the team that he's going to be on. He's a significant upgrade. He can win, and they can make the playoffs with Matt Ryan.
What do you think, Dan? What is the sense you're getting from people around the league? That's that one unnamed executive.
Right, and Cam put his name on it, so I put a little more stock in that. Look, I think the Rivers comparison is legit. I think that's what we look at here. Phillip Rivers went there 2 years ago and did really well, got the team in the playoffs. They were willing to bring him back for another year. He didn't want to come back, so they went with Carson Wentz. Hembo sends text during the show. 2020 Phillip Rivers, 2.52 seconds average time to throw, 5th fastest in the league that year, and Wentz last year was 2.83, which was bottom half of the league. So if Matt Ryan can do what Phillip Rivers did 2 years ago and play in rhythm in Frank Reich's offense and deliver at that level, then yes, I think he can be. I mean, Swagu's right. He does not have to be the MVP of the league.
That's it.
He has to be competent and reliable and not fall apart in the final 2 games of the season
in the biggest
as Carson
moments.
Wentz did.
That's exactly right. Not fall apart in the biggest moments, which is where it all got away from them last. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.